Today we're going to discuss labels and label usage with inventory. This will come directly out of the SOP G130A1. Some of the characteristics of these labels that they have to have on them is you'll notice they have to have the DOT proper shipping name. So on the labels you'd see oxygen compressed USP, nitrogen compressed NF, oxygen refrigerated liquid USP. This is not just for medical, it's for all labels, but in this case we're just covering medical. The hazard class word needs to be in there. So you have your oxygen compressed, you have your wording right here which gives you your warning, tells you if it's an RX only. It also tells you how to handle in case of a leak or first aid. You also have to have your UN number, which for the oxygen is 1072, nitrogen UN 1066. You also need to have your diamond, which needs to be 1 inch and 1/16 by 1 inch and 1/16. If any of these are missing before being distributed out, the label needs to be replaced. Some things we'll cover as well is the difference between USP versus an NF. You'll see USP is under oxygen, NF is under nitrogen. USP stands for United States Pharmacopoeia. The NF stands for National Formulary. Right here we have an oxygen compressed USP high pressure shoulder label. We have a nitrogen high pressure NF shoulder label. Down here we have a liquid O2 USP sidewall label, and then right here we have a small med oxygen compressed sidewall label as well. Some things that have to go on to a liquid as far as labels includes this whole liquid label here, but with medical you also have to have a 360 wrap, both of these which have to be legible and easy to read at all times. If any of these things are unlegible, the labels need to be scrapped and removed. Now, the biggest part about using medical labels is the inventory. The SOP states that you can have a plus or minus 1% variance when you're actually storing labels in your inventory. So to keep that accurate, we have a log, and this is something that the auditor will check. How you fill out this log is under the description of activity, you're going to put usage. That tells us that you are pulling out of your inventory to use it on a cylinder. So if you come into here, you're taking one of your cylinder labels out, and that's going to be under the transfer section of this log. Your balance is currently 2,000. Your approved by is whoever the pumper or the person pulling it out of the locking cabinet, and then you have your date. Now if you move right down, you're going to have another usage, -1. So if you had 2,000 before and you're minusing the 1, you now have 1,999 labels left in under lock and key. You're going to sign again under the approved by and put a date. These have to be checked during your micro audits that all the numbers match up. So again, usage rate, how many you're pulling out, the balance left, and who approved it. You're going to want to go through and check the label usage and make sure that between your transfers and your balance that the math adds up. So again, you can be off plus or minus 1%, and anything outside of that parameter could lead to a citation.